All right, it says we are live. Let me let me share it out. Um, okay. How was your day today?
Me? Wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Got
Well, that's a
problems with
plus.
getting needles underneath the kneecaps is not fun. That's what I've been
No,
going through.
no, that's not fun.
You know,
Where are you from?
originally Brooklyn, New York,
Okay.
Sheepshead, 20 Allen Avenue, that area. Born and raised, played CBGBs, L'Amours, all those clubs back in the day. Then did Jersey for a while, and now down here in Marco Island, Florida.
Okay, that's a big difference.
Oh yeah, big time difference. Forget
Yeah,
about
definitely a big difference.
it. Yeah.
Uh, well, for those that are watching, this is Spike from Honeybone Rush, and he has his own podcast, and it's Backstage with Spike.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Been doing that now about
You want to tell everybody who?
what's that?
Go ahead. What?
No, I've been doing that about 2.5 years now, up to 106 episodes. Um, and I'm just having a blast, man, meeting all these different artists and talking to them. I've had, actually, artists on, musicians, DJs, and even just fans, like people that are like fans of metal, like on Twitter, you meet people that are like so into the music, I'm like, you know what? You got to come on the show and just talk music. And they're like,
Mhm.
oh, but I'm a nobody. And, it's fun. I let them pick a couple of songs. We play a few songs, play a couple of word games. It's just it's really cool, and it really helps. I'm trying to help get. There's a lot of talent out there, a lot, and I'm trying to bring light to it. It's like it doesn't. I don't think I even listen to signed bands anymore so much. There's so much, up and coming unsigned musicians that are just incredible, and people are doing stuff like me. They're solo artists, or they got two or three guys in their band, and they don't play out. They record at home, and it's quality music. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's kind of why we're here, is to help promote all that.
Right.
Bring rock music back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's kind
a
of
plethora of
dying
talent.
out.
Light on it.
There really is.
Put some light on the dark side.
Yeah. There is a lot of talent out there that people miss out on, and it sucks, but
Yeah.
hopefully with all of us joining together we'll get it out there.
Yeah. I mean, I love, Slayer, Metallica, that's what I grew up on. But I hardly even listen to that anymore. In the car, I'm listening to all these bands, like I said, Dichroma and
Oh no.
heard of. They're just, it's new. And, the other stuff, again, I'm 59 years old now. I probably listened to Master of Puppets like 90 million times. It's getting a
Right.
little old, you know what I'm saying? You find these other bands, it's like, whoa, this is awesome. And you download some of their music, and it's great music, and it's something new. It's not the same old shit that you heard 100 times.
Absolutely. Grimrock says, "Sup, Spike, and the one and only Tattoo Baby."
Hey, Grim, what's up, kid? I should take
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. So comments will show up at the bottom.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, I told
Um,
you, I put out a tweet. I was like, I'm going to be on the show with, Tattoo Baby, blah, blah, blah. And, but I was like, well, how do you, I was like, I don't know how to see the show or whatever. So when it's done, I'll send you guys the link to, check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, I can post it. Did I have you send me one of your songs?
Yes.
Okay, then
Yeah,
I have
you,
it. When I get off
I
here.
think Cherry Girl, and
Yep.
sent you one other one that you had picked.
Yeah, and I picked the other one. I think it was Dagger.
Yeah, Devil's Dagger.
Yeah, I picked it. I remember now. It took me a minute. I remember. She's usually my memory. Well,
I'm getting older now, and I drink a lot, so I don't remember a lot of stuff myself.
right.
I felt bad with you because I kept asking you like to send me the stuff again, because I hit by mistake on yours on Instagram. I hit that vanish mode, which I don't use. So after you sent me stuff and I got off, it went away. So I'm like, oh my God, I got to feel like a jerk and ask you for like the second and third time. What was that again? How are we doing? Like, and then I don't know how to get off of vanish mode. I was like, this is getting ridiculous.
I do the same thing. It's okay.
She's good at pushing buttons.
Yeah, I'm really good at pushing buttons. I like definitely, like the kid in the spaceship that accidentally pushes the ones you're not
Yeah.
supposed to. That's me.
Yes. All the time.
Right. So, your music is a little bit different, and your style, the way that you guys do things, are different than what we're used to. So, how does it work having you here and your singer across the world?
I actually like it. I was talking about this on my show a couple episodes ago, not to sound selfish or to sound like a dictator, but I've been in bands my whole life, and having 4 and 5 members, you have 4 and 5 opinions sometimes. Nothing gets done, like a dog chasing its tail. You wind up, nobody could agree on anything. I write everything now. I record everything here in my studio. I play all the instruments. I send it to JP. I might even give him a scratch track of me, like, sort of singing to give an idea how I want the lyrics to go. And then he'll send it back and we tweak it from there. And I think it works great. I mean, other, bands that I'm friends with, they're like, dude, you got to slow it down. You're putting out like a song every 3 weeks. I'm like, I can't help it. I mean, my studio's in my house. So I'm out here 4 or 5 times a week, at least, 4 or 5 days a week. And I'm just churning it and banging it out. And then, like, I got involved with Ed Mahalik. He's an award-winning director. And he has a film coming out about boxing called Tough Man. He had me write the whole musical score for him. I got Trey from Sincere to do the vocals. I got Adam Hyman, who's a solo project, to put down the guitar track, the guitar solo. And I did all the background ambient sounds and all that stuff. I mean, I love all these different projects. I've ghost written about 5 songs now for other musicians. And I just love it. It's just something I love to do. So as far as it being different, it's easy because it's like I'm the whole show, and I just send it to him and say, okay, dude, here's what I want. He sends it back. I'm like, perfect. Or I'm like, can you do this and do that? It's like, yep. He does that back. Done. And then I send it to distribution. I mix it down and all that naturally and everything. Send it to distribution, and it's out on Spotify and and all the outlets. 3 weeks later.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But it goes fast because, like I said, I don't have to answer. I have nobody else going, I don't know if I like that. Then my son's band, he's got his friends, they do punk rock. They come in my studio and they record here. And, my son knows how to do everything, or they lets me to sit on and stuff. So I just love it. It's music all the time. It's different type of music, which is cool too, And it's just something, other people like my age that are like retired and stuff or whatever, they go fishing, they got boats, so they go play golf. I write death metal. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. Once in a while, I run a poker game out of here. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it.
I mean, it works, so why not?
So you're from Tennessee and you're living out in Chicago. How are you a Green Bay Packer fan?
I don't know. It just happened.
My original singer, Johnny Fusco, he's from Brooklyn, New York, just like me. And he is the biggest Green Bay Packer fan you ever met in your life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nick from True Love Devil is checking in. Say hey.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, I don't know how I became a Packers fan. I just knew that my whole entire family were Bears fans, and I was not going. So
her best friend is a Bears fan.
Yep.
So there's that.
I grew up a Giants fan by default because, I'm in Brooklyn, New York. You're either Jets. If you lived in Long Island, you're a Jet fan. If you lived in Brooklyn, you were a Giant fan. So the family was Giant fans. And then my favorite football player was Jeff Hostetler. And when they traded him, I said, wherever he goes, I'm going to become a fan. He went to the Raiders. And ever since then, I'm a huge Raider fan.
Okay, my dad's kind of like that with, I forgot what guy. I think it's Manning or Peyton.
Okay.
Like that, Peyton. Yeah. Now he's retired, so I don't know. I was talking to my dad the other day. I'm like, so what team are you on now? Yeah. What team's happening? Now he's for Kansas City. I'm like, all right.
All right.
So yeah, I am a pretty big football fan though. If I had cable, I'd be watching it almost a couple times a week, but.
Remember the old days, TV, you just, put an antenna up on the roof and you were done. Now,
right.
for TV, you buy $1,000 TV and then you're paying $200 a month to watch it, for cable. Ridiculous.
Yeah. So I won't pay for it.
Yeah.
It's as bad as a damn car payment.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of the music industry today?
It's wow, it's totally different than it was, we'll say 15, 20 years ago. Um, I think it's great. It's like a double-edged sword because a lot of like these musicians I talk to, like we're on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff. Um, I mean, I make a penny if you listen to my song like 6 times, I get a penny. And a lot of people complain, they're like, this is insane. We should get more money than that. Well, here's the deal. The market is so saturated because everybody like us that could afford to buy a guitar and could afford to buy some recording equipment in their house, you churning music out. So, like I said, there's so much talent out there. There's a lot of crap out there too, but there's so much talent out there. And they're not going to pay you that much because also, too, what's to stop me now from playing my music 24/7 on my phone, my laptop, and my iPad and make myself, if I was getting a penny a song, whatever, I mean, I could wind up generating myself $300 a month. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to pay you a lot. Um, I think it's exciting that somebody like me, when I was younger, we'd go out in the freezing cold with, a can of water and starch to make paste. We would go to Kinko's and make up posters of where we're playing, go around in the freezing cold with, 40 a beer and plaster up these posters all over the place to maybe get 3 people to play. Now, from my house, I could write, record, put it out to distribution. And I mean, I could see the analytics. I mean, I'm a retired Wall Street guy, so I'm into numbers, I'm into analytics. And I could see that 5 people in Germany listen to that song, 10 people in Japan. It's like people all around the world are listening to my music. I don't need to get signed to a record company. And if you push and promote yourself enough, you can make yourself a decent, again, too, you're not going to be rich and famous, that, you're not going to become the next, Led Zeppelin. It's not going to happen. Those days are gone for anybody anyway, you know what I'm saying? But, you could actually make a nice name for yourself, get like some notoriety and, make yourself a couple of bucks on the side if that's what you're looking to do. Me, I don't care about the money. I just enjoy doing the music. I couldn't care if they stopped paying us all together. I really couldn't care. You know what I'm saying? But it is different, and it's a twofold thing. That, in other words, the average person could get their music out there, but so can a million other people. You know what I'm saying? It's not like there's only a select few out there. Everybody's out there. There's tons of it. I can't hear. I think you lost your mic.
Mute. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
I think that it's really weird in the music industry today because we're just at a line where people still have the mentality of I have to sign a record label to I don't need a record label. And so yeah.
There are so many young bands out there that they're signing to these record labels, and the record labels don't book them their gigs. They're still booking their own gigs. They're not making them any money. They're not helping them out with advertisement or whatever. And they're going along with it for the simple fact to say, hey, we're on a record label, because there's still that stigma. It hasn't totally changed over yet. It's like, well, we got signed to, Blue Goblin Records. Well, good for you. You're giving them a cut of whatever you make, and they're not doing shit for you. You know what I'm saying? You're better off being on your own. I have my own production company. I have my own recording studio. Everything is mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to give nobody I don't got to give them a cut of, the pennies I'm making. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All 30 cents is mine. You know what I mean? But and that's what's like different today is there's still that stigma of that. Just like there's still that stigma of like, oh, you're not in a real band. What's a real band? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not with 4 other guys living out of a van playing clubs for $50 in front of 4 people at 2:00 in the morning in some godforsaken neighborhood. You could keep that shit. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm putting out music like anybody else, and I think our music is just as good as anybody else's. So just because we're not 5 guys, playing, like I said, in these clubs, for no money, I mean, there's no. I've had offers for that like crazy. You know, my son's friends are like, "Oh, you know, Spike, would you play this gig? You know, we'll pay you $50." And but I'm like, first of all, keep your money. Second of all, where is the gig? And you know, it's a Wednesday night at 2 in the morning in some horrible neighborhood that I got to worry about my car getting broken into. You know what I'm saying? When I'm playing, it's like, dude, I'm not interested. Thank you. I'm not interested in that anymore. And again, you could promote yourself from home. You know, I look at it this way: if Honeybone Rush really caught on and somebody came to me and said, dude, we want to sign you, we want to do something, I'll hire 4 other guys tomorrow, you know, professional musicians, and we'll go on tour. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to go out there now playing for bologna sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah, I get it. To each, I mean, and to each their own too. Some people, they like, you know, that stuff, and then others just don't care for it. Yeah, I think I'm trying to figure out my mic problem. Can you hear me at all?
I hear you, but it's low and like muffled.
Yeah, my camera took. How about now?
Not the same. I mean, I can hear you, but it is low.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, so I might go out of the screen for a second.
What happened? Now it's just me. Now it's just a Spike show. Okay, you're back, but I can help. There you go.
Now I gotta change camera. Okay. I had to reset it. Oh, it's still not pulling up.
I mean, like I said, I could hear you, but it is low.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. It's not registering my my mic. So I don't know. But I think you make some very good points. Can you tell me about Honeybone Rush and like how people can find you and like on your social media outlets? Like what do you have?
Yeah, again, you know, it's funny. You had said it to me when I was asking you about stuff. If you just Google Honeybone Rush, you'll see it all. I mean, Honeybone Rush now takes about the first 6 pages up when you Google search it. You know, we're on Twitter. I think is amazing. Everybody complains about it, but I think it's the #1 thing for getting your you know, your shit out there. You know, we're on Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff. Like I said, Facebook. I stopped with Facebook. Actually, my son lost a Facebook account for us. It was through him that we had our page, and he got booted off for something, whatever he did or said. I don't know. But he got, and then we got booted, you know, because I was under him. I got booted off. So I was like, you know what? I can't. I'm not going to be bothered with Facebook anyway. I don't think at this point. But yeah, you can find us on everything. And again, any way you could stream digital music, we're on that. We're on Bandcamp. Bandcamp's really cool because it's really good. You can actually control what you're doing. You can sell merchandise on there and all of that stuff. Got merchandise on Teesprings. Yeah, pretty much everything that's on there, you know, that's out there, we're on that.
Okay, that's awesome. Hopefully, can you still hear me?
Very low, but yes.
I keep trying to fix it. Tony said, "What up, everyone?"
Tony in Flames. What's up, brother?
I see. I wish I could play one of your songs on here, but my stuff isn't working right. So there's that.
What do you run it through? Is everything through your phone or on the computer?
It's on the computer. Yeah. I'm just struggling. It's okay. You want to tell us about your podcast?
Yeah. Backstage with Spike. Used to be under Anchor FM, but then they got bought out by Spotify. And it's available on Amazon, iTunes, or anywhere you could get you could stream podcasts. Like I said, it's a show by a musician, myself, for musicians and other artists. I've had Ash Carlock on. She's an incredible young artist. And like I said, fans, I love to have sessions. Sometimes I've had like 5 or 6 bands out at one time, like all us guitar players, and we've had episodes where we just talk about recording equipment and amplifier heads and guitar strings and all that geeky stuff that we're only us are interested in. But I try and encompass all different types of art, poets, you know. And it's a good show. I'm taking a little break right now after about 2.5 years and 106 episodes, because unlike you, I don't do it live. It's an audio show. I record it, then I edit out. If there's anything that people don't like what was said, or like, oh damn, I shouldn't have said that. All right, I edit it out later. I put their music in, whatever. You have a featured band on, and then I'll play 2 of their songs, and then you put the goofy sound effects and all that crap in there. You know what I'm saying, to make it fun. And the show, I try to keep it an hour, but sometimes it goes like an hour and 15 minutes, But I took a break. I was getting a little burnt out. I haven't done an episode now, I think, in like 3 or 4 weeks. I was doing one every week. Yeah. So I'm definitely taking a break, and maybe another week or 2, I'm going to get something started up again. I would love to have you on the show, get you on there. We talk about everything about your tattoos and modeling and DJing. And, you sound like you're getting pretty involved in a lot of different aspects, huh?
Yeah,
I keep getting her involved in more.
It's awesome. And again, you say like with technology now and stuff, and what we get to do, like we couldn't be doing this 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Even 15 years ago. And it's like, it's wild. And for the most part, this stuff, it's free. And there's something like, again, like with the music, everybody's like, well, why don't you just pay for this and you could pay for that? And it's like, no. If I do this, I'm doing it as free as, again, I'm not showing off. I'm not being a, wise ass, but, I could throw money at this like crazy. And it's like, it's not, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I won't do it that way. I want to do it. I want to do the grind, and I want to get recognized or noticed for my music. And if I don't, I don't. I'm having fun anyway. And I love it. I always say it on my show, like, I'm the richest guy in the world, because like for me doing what I do, I get to meet you now, and we're getting to do this. And to me, this is fun. This is really cool, and you get to talk about stuff and meet like-minded people and talk about these things, So, money's secondary, but like, I'm not about to start just throwing money at it.
Right. Grimrock said album covers because I'm his album cover. Yeah, to his album. The new one coming out in hopefully December.
Yeah, that's gonna be Devil Music. And the reason why it's called Devil Music is because I don't think it's devil music. That's everybody who doesn't know what it is calls it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listens to like heavy metal, they're like, yeah. Devil music, Yeah. All right, so we'll call it that.
Yeah. People think I listen to devil music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, right? Everybody thinks that's what I figure. So I think that's a good title.
Is that for yours?
I can't hear, I'm sorry.
I said, is that what is the title of yours?
Of mine?
Yeah.
The newest one coming out?
Yeah.
Devil Music.
It is devil, okay.
Yeah, that's the title of it, Devil Music. Like I said, that's why I'm calling it that, because that's what everybody calls it anyway,
I mean,
I've had singers quit on me, so though, like the singers, they're like, I get the lyrics and like, dude, that's messed up. You really want me to sing that? And I'm like, yeah, well, why not? They're like, well, that's pretty evil. It's like, okay, what's one of your favorite bands of all time? They're like, Black Sabbath. I'm like, wait a second. One of your favorite bands is Black Sabbath, and you're complaining about the lyrics that I'm writing. I said, if you notice my lyrics, never praising it, you know what I'm saying? Never, touting it, talking about it, warning about it. You know what I'm trying to say? And if you don't change your ways, then you're going to have trouble, or, you're going to, but no, I don't go down that route. It's not Satan music, that's for sure. A lot of people like, you sing it sounds like, it's like devil music. It's Satan. So I said, we're going to call the album Devil Music. That's what we're going to call it. Yeah, that's what everybody thinks it is anyway. If they don't listen to the lyrics, it's nothing evil about it, really.
Yeah, people just don't listen.
It's like a big scary dog. That's all, he's all, hairy and scary. It's like, meanwhile, the dog's a sweetheart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can say, I watched, is it Dagger? I watched the Dagger video. Very unexpected. I was not expecting with the video, when the girl wakes up and or gets out of the bed and comes in and shoots the guy in the head. I did not expect that.
Oh, that was it. That was the Ed Mahalik one.
I mean, it was interesting. I liked it, but I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting that.
Wasn't that in Was it?
Oh, you
No.
you're talking about Insidious?
Oh, Insidious. That's what it was.
Insidious. That was Ed Mahalik, the director, who's I did the soundtrack for his movie. That's how him and I first met. He liked my music, and when I first met him, he got in touch with me. He goes, I'd like to do a video to one of your songs if I can. I'm like, I don't have any money for this, dude. You know, I figured the guy's coming, for $1,000, I'll make a video for it. I said, dude, he goes, no, I don't want any money. He goes, I'll do it. I'll pay for everything. So, all right, what song do you want? So he had a couple songs in mind he wanted. He goes, I like the song you said your son is singing on. That was my youngest son sang that song.
Okay.
So he wanted Insidious. I said, okay. So again, it's, like the guy dies like 15 times in the video. But I thought it was a great video. It was. I was very happy with what he put in, what he did.
Yeah, I
Because
thought it was good.
sounds like Lemmy on that. I was like, yeah, I think so too. He goes, I really like. He's a biker, and I'm getting pretty popular with all the bikers.
Yeah, we noticed that.
I'm biker guy myself too. I once was. Bad
Yeah.
accident. I was in a wheelchair for 5 months, so I don't ride anymore.
Yeah, that might make you.
My uncle has dumped his bike quite a few times. I'm surprised.
I'm sorry, I could hardly hear you.
My uncle, he's dumped his bike quite a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, I was broke my
Yeah.
tibia and fibia in half, got rods, plates, screws, broke my shoulder in 3 places, bruised the side of my face. Yeah, it was bad. I almost lost my foot. So I was in a wheelchair for like 5 months, and I sold the bike and bought the wife a new kitchen. I said, all right, that's it, we're done.
Good husband there. Good husband. Chaos Ordinance said, "What's up?
What's up?
What's up?"
What's up?
Yeah, my husband got into a motorcycle. Was it last September, October?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty rough. He broke his collarbone. He was I can't even remember what it was. It was some
He was
fast
like
bike,
test
Ninja.
driving one of them or something.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was a
Wasn't even
Ninja.
his bike.
Yeah, slipped on gravel. I
On
told him
gravel?
he was born
Yeah.
after that.
After I had my accident, I got out of the wheelchair, and like I said, my kids were small at the time, and they both like lost their minds. And I said to myself, I can't be a selfish bastard and like do this again. So, I sold the bike for everybody's, happiness. And when I was done, my friend Richie Panara, who owned the tattoo shop, I wanted to ride one more time. I didn't want the last time I rode to be that I went down. You know what I'm saying? He had a
Yeah.
51 panhead with only a front brake and a suicide shift in the back. Okay. I took that thing down, one traffic light and back. I said, okay, that's it. I'm done. I ain't fooling around no more. I'm done. That's it. So I was 2021.
All right.
2001. Yeah.
Well, you're doing great today, so that's a plus.
What's up?
Oh yeah, Dan said, "What's up?" It seems to be the thing tonight. What's up?
Yeah, right. What's up?
I guess that's what I should have put. Was "What's up?" instead of "Hey."
No, I normally say hey.
You girls are getting lower and lower though, volume wise.
Huh?
Dan.
What'd you say?
You girls are getting lower and lower volume wise.
I don't know how to fix it.
Let me see if I can. I wonder if I put in earbuds, maybe I'll hear you better.
I'm sure that there's some mic settings that I gotta. It's not even registering my mic anymore.
Is there a slide? Because I noticed when I first signed in here, there was like a thing on the side to test your mic, and it looked like there was a slide, like to make it louder.
Yeah, and it's not even working. So
Yeah.
Let's see if I.
it won't even pull my microphone up. It can. If people that are watching, can they hear me? Just so you know, type in the chat. I don't know if they can see that, but Sometimes headsets help. Yeah, I don't know why. I can't figure it out. It's some type of setting. I need to like go into my computer and like change some settings because it won't even register. So
Right.
I don't know. It's muffled, but I can. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry.
That's good because
I'm
like
not
it's
super techie either.
huh?
I'm not very techie either. It looks like I know what I'm doing half the time, but I do not.
It's the illusion, right?
Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
I get bands like a lot of times sending me like their stuff they're working on because they respect the sound I get on my recordings of my music, and they're like, "How do you get that sound?" And why? I'm like, dude, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons half the time. It sounds good, and I'm like, oh, we'll go with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not purposely hitting this stuff and making it happen. I don't know what I'm doing.
Same. Well, it's been about a half hour. Is there anything that you want to conclude tonight? We could probably do this again another time too, and just talk music. And
I just want to thank you so much for having me on. I totally appreciate it. I know you're just getting started with doing this too. You know, don't get discouraged. Keep doing it. Like I said, my first 15, 20 episodes of my show, I cringe when I listen to it. I listen to them back and I'm like, oh my God, I said that, you know. I'm like, hi, so you're in a band. Huh, that's great. You know, it's like Jesus Christ, you know. But you'll get the hang of it. You work it out. Just keep at it. I definitely, you girls got to come on my show maybe in a week or two when I fire things up again. We'll have a blast. Like I said, you know, thank you so much for having me on. I love it. It's funny because I must have did about 15 or 20 interviews, you know, on people's shows like yours. And once I started my show, nobody asked me to be on this show no more. I'm like, it's been like 2.5 years. Like nobody's asking me to go on their show. I guess they figured because I got my own. And when you asked, I jumped at the chance. I was so happy to do this, you know.
yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that you decided to come on and stuff. Sometimes they get hesitant. Some bands are really awesome about it.
Right.
People are awesome about it, and then other ones are like, yeah, you don't have a big enough following. Sorry. And it's
Yeah.
just like, okay.
Well, when you come on my show, I promote drinking, smoking, whatever it is you do. And then after the show's over, we usually hang out for about another hour, not being recorded. I call it, you know, off the record. And we can talk a lot of shit. You know? Do it, everybody.
That's me. I'm the shit talker, and I'm
Yeah, there you go.
So.
And again, it's funny because you'll do these interviews where, like, you know, like what I probably did, like people who like ramble on, and it's like, all right, dude, you gotta shut the hell up now. I got more questions, you know. Or you get other people that you're asking them a question, and they're like, yeah, no. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, you got to come on.
The driest thing ever. Like they don't know how to carry on a conversation.
Right. And that's why I started a couple of girls, you know, Ash Carlock and the lovely Laura. I have her on sometimes too. She's as my co-host to try and help me, you know, move things along or interrupt and cut things off, and let's move on to the next thing, you know. Like I said, I try and keep the show about an hour, and sometimes it goes an hour. Sometimes it goes almost 2 hours. And I got to chop it down to an hour. You know, it's like, dude, the guy, you ask him a simple question, he goes on for an hour and a half. I've had a couple of Christian rock that love to keep talking.
Yeah.
We'll talk, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I did it. I've had to make a lot of edits sometimes, but that's kind of why I switched to doing the whole live thing.
Right.
Was because then I didn't have to make edits. So it was a little bit
and
easier.
We get questions from viewers that, you know, they want to know, things that our audience wants to know.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I want to thank you so much. I totally appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Corinne. Stay in contact with me, though, and I'll be sending you a package here soon.
All right, terrific. And make sure you got your return address on so I can send you something back.
You bet. I'll do that.
Girls, thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you.
Love you. Keep doing. Keep kicking ass.
We sure will. We love you too. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.